There is a village right in the center of the South Atlantic Ocean that is so far from the world that it is called the world's most isolated settlement. About 200 people live here. This island is called Tristan da Cunha, and if you look at it on the map, it seems quite strange. It is not close to any continent. It is not connected to any major route. It is just a small volcanic rock surrounded by water. The closest inhabited land is the island of St. Helena, which is about 2,400 kilometers to the north of it. The closest inhabited land is the island of St. Helena, which is about 2,400 kilometers to the north of it. The nearest city is Cape Town in South Africa, which is about 3,000 kilometers away. There is no airport here, no landing strip, no emergency flights, and no harbor for large ships. There is only one way to get here, a small fishing boat that comes from Cape Town just 8 or 9 times a year. And this journey takes almost a week, and that too if the weather is good. But the most interesting thing is that you cannot stay here for any reason. Whether you are very rich or want to sell everything to come here, it is still not possible because this island does not accept new residents. No one from outside can come and stay here. So who are these people living on this edge of the world? Why have they been living here for the past 200 years? And why did they once completely abandon this island? And then they came back. This story begins with a very famous historical personality, and that is Napoleon Bonaparte. After Napoleon's defeat in 1816, the British imprisoned him on St. Helena Island, which is another remote island in the Atlantic. But then the British got a little worried because there was another uninhabited island nearby, and they feared that the French could use it as a secret base to rescue and take Napoleon back. So Britain then took control of Tristan da Cunha and established a small military base here. But when no one came to rescue Napoleon, the British government decided that this island was now important. And so, a year later, the soldiers were given the order to leave here. And this is where the date took a strange turn. A Scottish soldier named William Glass requested permission to stay here with his PV and 2 children. And then, along with 2 soldiers, he became the founder of this village located at the edge of the world. And then, gradually, people began to arrive here. The shipwreck victims were sailors, stranded fishermen, Italians, Dutch, and Americans who happened to arrive here and then deliberately stayed. And slowly, a small community began to form here. And today, almost every person on this island is known by their family name. For 100 years, these people lived here in peace. There was no financial system, no crime, and no significant difference between the rich and the poor. Everyone worked together. Food was shared and tools were used collectively. Life was difficult but simple. However, in 1961, a tremendous earthquake struck here. The volcano on which they had built their lives awakened. Lava came within just a few hundred meters of their homes. It was everywhere. The ground cracked, and suddenly this peaceful island became very dangerous to live in. The 264 people living here were evacuated, first to a nearby island, and then they were sent to England. Now, this story should have ended here. A small community from the world's most isolated village had suddenly joined modern Britain. TVs, cars, salaries, supermarkets, hospitals, schools, a world where food did not depend on the sea. All the experts thought that these islanders would never turn back. But when the volcano calmed down, the islanders were given a choice. They could either stay in this comfortable modern England or return to a remote village where there were no airports, no luxuries, and an active volcano is present. They voted, and the results were unbelievable. Almost everyone chose the island. They had seen our world, the traffic, noise, and strangers with closed doors here. And they rejected this lifestyle because life on their island was different. Here, no one locks anything. The keys just lay in the cars. Children roam freely, and the nearby adults take care of them. There are no germs here. Everyone is a neighbor, a cousin, a friend. There are no rich people here, but no one is alone either. This was the thing they went back for. Not just for the land, but for this lifestyle. A life where people are still there for each other. The Island Council protects this lifestyle like a treasure because they understand a very important thing. A few outsiders with money and different expectations can ruin this entire lifestyle here. But there is a sad twist in this story. The population here is declining. The the youth are becoming fewer. Every year, the world's most isolated town is slowly heading towards emptiness. So, the place that rejected our world might not survive on its own. These people have seen everything we call progress. Comfort, money, options, ease, and yet they chose a simple, isolated island without any modern luxury over the world we created. So what does this tell us about ourselves? What does this say about the lifestyle we are chasing? And what does it say about a world where we have everything but still feel like we have nothing?